Hey guys, here's a bonus. Can you believe this? You're getting a super bonus? I swear to God. Oh my God, my phone's right here. I was like, what is that noise? It just happened to be. So you guys wonder how I do this. I just took my, sorry, I had an uneven boobage thing going on here. But in case you couldn't see that, I've actually cooled down a little bit, but I'm at 375 calories. I just did, okay, first of all, shot my vlog before. My shirt's like crooked. I don't have the lights on, that's why everything looks funny. But first of all, I shot my vlog, damn it, earlier. And I told you guys I didn't feel like working out, whatever. Here we go, it's Monday. I don't know how to prove that to you. Oh, I guess I could show you on my phone to prove that it's Monday. Yeah, see? Monday the 2nd. Can you see it up there? I don't know if you can. Whatever. So, I got out kettlebells because remember I told you guys how one of my problems is I buy, especially in workouts, I don't know if any of you guys are like this, I'll buy new workouts like I bought Brazil butt lift, right? Was sitting in there and Insanity Asylum, and I have this, everything has to be perfect. This whole like, I've got to watch the video first, I've got to totally be ready, I've got to totally know everything, and you know, I couldn't just, and there's something to be said about previewing DVDs and getting an idea for what equipment you're going to use, whatever. So there's something good to be said about that. But I tend to, or I've realized that I've tended to, I get all these workouts and then it's like I have all these one-on-ones with Tony Horton that are killer workouts and I haven't even used half of them. So one of the things that I did, kind of going off on a path here as I usually do, I updated my spreadsheet where I have every single DVD cataloged, okay? Cataloged by what is the DVD, how long the workout is, what's the specialty, is it cardio, like I qualify Insanity as, that's cardio, high intensity. Something like a HIIT workout, high intensity. Some of the lower things like kickboxing, I'm qualifying that as a cardio medium, you know, because it's still going to get my heart rate up, but it's less intense than an Insanity. Then I qualify workouts as isolation or full body or upper body, lower body, abs, yoga, whatever. Now, my goal is, I think I have 97 different DVDs, and I might not have put this in there, so I think I have 98 different workouts. I might give myself a challenge and say, that's like 3 months if I were to do a different workout every day. Imagine that. I might just challenge myself and say, Kelly, don't repeat the same workouts. Anyway, so that's one thing. Number 2. I had not previewed anything except her instructional part of this. This has 4 parts to the DVD. I've got to meet this girl and hopefully get her to come to our first Fitfluential event. But anyway, there's an instructional, very detailed. She's very good about instructing you on form, what to do, what not to do, so you don't injure yourself. But there's an instructional, there's an upper body workout, a lower body workout, and a circuit workout. I started off with the circuit, and I'm not going to lie to you. This is why I'm coming in here to do this kind of mini review right away. I was kind of disappointed when I first did it, but I'll tell you why. Because I actually started over, and this is part of what bothers me about workout DVDs, and I understand if this is just one individual. It's not like she's done this for a business like Kathy, who's been producing DVDs for a long time, but there's things missing. Like there was things missing from the Gina Aliotti DVD and from Jenny Lynn's DVDs. People that are new, like there's no menu here. There's a menu where it says the 4 different options, but it's very hard once you're getting into this to realize like, oh wait, if I want to do it this way, I mean there's some level of instruction, but basically after I wrote this down, the lower body workout, the total, if you did it beginner version, and I'll explain that in a second. Beginner version is you do 5 reps of each exercise. She says for advanced you go up to 10 reps, so obviously that would mean you double your time. And then quite often she does a 2-minute break in between, which for some of them you need it. I'm sure you could cut that down. There's a lot of ways now that I've been through the whole thing, because essentially what I did is I did all 3 of these. But each one, ooh, someone's burning leaves outside. I love that smell. Wouldn't that be awful? I just got paranoid, like, is something on fire in my house? It really smells nice, but it's kind of making me paranoid that something's on fire. Okay, my windows are open, that's why I'm smelling it. Unless my neighbors decided to set my place on fire in retaliation for the fact that I hate them. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. The lower body workout is 17 minutes, the upper body workout is 22 minutes, and the circuit is 22 minutes. So that in and of itself does not seem like a lot. Like I did the first, and I even wrote down, if you can see it, you can't really probably read my notes, but I did the circuit and I was like, oh poo, that's only 125 calories. And my heart rate was not up high in that circuit. Now, let's also keep in mind, I used lighter weight, so I was using my 15-pound kettlebell and then my 20-pound kettlebell for some of the ones, and I think that's where, when you're starting a new DVD, especially with kettlebells, you've got to feel out what you're using. You can't use, in my opinion, you can't like get one 25-pound kettlebell and use it for everything. I used my 15-pound kettlebell today, I used my 20-pound kettlebell, and I used my 25-pound kettlebell. I also realized, number one, I started to get really sweaty. She did wood choppers. So she did wood choppers and I could not hold the kettlebell. So I put these babies on. Furthermore, and our friend talks about this in the book when she talks about kettlebells, there is no way that you can do kettlebells to this extent and not be bruised. Because when you're doing like the clean and press, or I hope I'm saying these right, because sometimes in kettlebell world they call them different. But when you're taking the kettlebell down like this and you're bringing it up here, that bell is going to hit your shoulder. So I have no doubt that this weekend I'm going to be black and blue here, where your kettlebell goes, and then sometimes, you know, anywhere up on my shoulders, definitely on my wrists. I'm not gonna lie, when I was reading this and she was saying how much she got bruised, I'm like, I'm sure I could do better than that. Sorry, darling. But I was banging this a lot, like I can feel it, it's already, I'm not worried about being bruised, I'm not worried about being hurt, I'm just saying, I'm wondering if I might be using tanning cream a lot more in the summer to cover up, you know, the bruises, because I'm down with it. But really, what are you gonna do? Put shoulder pads up here for a kettlebell workout? Any of you people that are using it, let me know. So that said, once I finished the circuit workout, I thought, well, what the hell? Let me just do the other two and see what they're like. Upper body kicked my butt. I almost said ASS, but since I swore in the other one, I'm not gonna do it. The upper body circuit was killer. The lower body, I found that now granted, you can go back and do these and use heavier weights. Now that, you know, once you've done something the first time, then you're ready for it. Obviously, you can customize this by doing 10 instead of 5. You can keep your breaks shorter. You can be inserting plyo in between. You can customize this workout a lot. In the beginning, I was kind of like, oh man. Like I was kind of really down about it, but I just think that's a little bit more logistics. It doesn't say, for example, like I put the circuit part in, right? And it doesn't say, she gets to the beginning of that workout and she's like, well, now that you've done the first two, and I'm like, oh, poo. Like I didn't know I had to do the first two to be ready for this one. I thought it was just pick one of those. So some of those things are missing, but all in all, she is an excellent instructor. She obviously has, I mean, her body is amazing. There's also a preview because she obviously has another DVD coming out where they take this and they build on it, kind of like Ilaria did in that Body Strikes. There's Body Strikes 1 and then Body Strikes 2 takes that, jacks it up another level. So overall, I gotta tell you, I was excited when I got this. I don't even know how I found this, but I gotta tell you guys, I was excited when I got this. And then I watched the instructional, I was excited. I did the circuit and I was like, wah, wah, wah. But then I realized that was, you know, partially me being a newbie and realized how much you can customize it. I am gonna be buying either wraps for my hands when I really do kettlebells, because I can tell you I'm gonna be bruised. But great workout, I like it. I think I will say that when I do this workout, I will always kind of do the whole thing in some way. And kind of like when Jessica was doing that Power 90 and she said there's no breaks, so she just did it really fast. Or maybe she was doing that with P90X. But I think that's kind of the benefit here is you learn the moves, you know what's coming, you know how to speed it up, and you can kind of minimize the breaks. Some of the breaks she had 3-minute break. I don't need a 3-minute break in between. But I do see how it's going to challenge me, and I am excited for the next one. So that's my very long, lengthy 9-minute review of Kettlebell Bombshell. Pretty awesome. Talk to you guys tomorrow.